The Transformers universe is inhabited by many different alien species, but few are more enigmatic than the creatures we're looking at in today's episode. From the world of Beast Wars, these are the basics on the VOK. The VOK were an alien race from 1996's Beast Wars cartoon. Energy beings without physical form, who existed outside of normal space and time. They were highly advanced creatures of tremendous power and inscrutable otherworldly intelligence. Their origins and motives were shrouded in mystery. Usually acting from afar, they went unseen for most of the series, with even their name being unknown until near its end. The VOK were first encountered by the Transformers when two crews of Maximals and Predacons travelled back in time to prehistoric Earth, and inadvertently stumbled into a mysterious experiment the aliens were remotely conducting on the planet. The VOK had seeded Earth with raw crystalline energon, and left several artifacts there, including an artificial second moon in the planet's orbit. While investigating one of these VOK sites, a circle of standing stones, the Transformers accidentally caused it to send a signal to the VOK's home nebula, Nexus Zero, alerting the aliens to the fact that their work on Earth had been disturbed. The Transformers went on to have several encounters with VOK technology, including a probe the aliens dispatched to study them, a huge floating island equipped with traps and defenses designed to test intelligent species, and a golden disc which served as a signal beacon that lit the aliens' way to Earth. The VOK themselves came to the planet in the Season 1 finale, Other Voices, taking the form of the Dark God Unicron to communicate with Maximal Leader Optimus Primal. They explained that the Transformers' presence on Earth had contaminated their experiment beyond recovery, so they intended to sterilize the planet, wiping out all life by detonating the energon with a heat ray from their artificial moon. Primal was able to destroy the moon with a transwarp explosion, but the resulting quantum surge of alien energy mutated several of the Transformers into new transmetal forms. The mystery of the VOK was central to the story arc of the show's first season, but as the series continued, Hasbro instructed showrunners Bob Forward and Larry DiTillio to scale back the aliens' involvement in the story, because there were no VOK toys in the Beast Wars toy line. As such, the aliens' only appearance in the second season was in the two-part story Other Visits, in which they abducted Maximal's Tigatron and Air Razor and made another failed attempt to destroy the Transformers with a biomechanical fortress. In the third season, Predacon leader Megatron experimented with salvaged alien technology to create further transmetal mutations. Then, the VOK themselves returned in the episode Other Victories, in which their name and their true appearance were finally revealed. In this concluding story, the VOK were prompted to take direct action again by Megatron's efforts to alter history. Two of the aliens fused the captive Tigatron and Air Razor into a single form, Tigerhawk, and then possessed the body, travelling to Earth to destroy Megatron for endangering the time stream. However, they were driven out of Tigerhawk by a device created by Predacon scientist Tarantulas, and when they attempted to possess Tarantulas instead, the device was turned against him and wound up destroying both Tarantulas and the VOK together. The cartoon never revealed exactly who and what the VOK were, or what they wanted on Earth, partly because Forward and DiTillio had never actually settled on a definitive answer. Each had their own ideas about the VOK's true nature. Forward saw them as the evolutionary endpoint of all life in the universe, who served as the guardians of space and time, their experiments designed to influence the evolution of other races, ensuring they would become VOK as well. DiTillio, on the other hand, wanted to tie the aliens to an existing piece of Transformers lore, the Swarm, from Marvel's Transformers Generation 2 comic book. The swarm was a mass of dark energy, a corrupted byproduct unintentionally generated during the creation of a second generation of Decepticons, which roamed the universe, devouring other races, scouring planets of life. Until, at the series climax, Optimus Prime used the Autobot Matrix to purify it. Detilio imagined that the purified swarm became the VOK, whose experiments were part of a way to atone for their destructive past. Traveling in time, they manipulated the evolution of other races to create perfect, advanced societies. This included the Transformers themselves, who Detilio believed the VOK had secretly gifted with the protoform technology that had led to the race-wide upgrade from Autobot and Decepticon to Maximal and Predacon. In 2001, aspects of both writers' ideas were brought into official canon by stories from BotCon, the official Transformers convention, which depicted the VOK as the penitent, purified swarm whose mission was to defend the integrity of space and time. These stories, set after the end of the cartoon, saw the VOK recruit a team of Maximals to protect the time stream from Tarantulas, who had survived his seeming demise and had harnessed the powers of the VOK who had attacked him for his own evil ends. There would be only a handful of small appearances by, or references to, the VOK in Transformers media for most of the next 2 decades, which included a few allusions to the Swarm origin story, most recently in the Earth Wars mobile game. But that's not the only canon origin story the aliens have been given. Between 2019 and 2021, an alternate origin story for the VOK was introduced in Japanese media, which ignored Detilio and Forward's vision of the aliens as well-intentioned beings pursuing a greater cosmic good, to instead depict them as evil creatures out to reshape the universe to their liking. Told across the Transformers Legends and Generations Selects manga, this story revealed that the VOK were the evolved form of creatures from the universe that had existed before our own. There they had been known as the Spectres, and had battled the Transformers god Primus and his vanguard of warriors. The story also tied the aliens to some of the more mysterious aspects of Japanese Transformers lore, revealing that the 2 VOK who had created Tigerhawk had survived their apparent deaths, and had secretly been behind the threats of both the monstrous spirit being Violin Jaguar from 1990's Transformers Zone, and the tentacled alien Dark Nova from 1991's Return of Convoy, as part of a vengeful effort to destroy the Transformers before they could travel back in time and interfere with the VOK's work on prehistoric Earth. But the VOK's biggest role since the Beast Wars cartoon has been in IDW Publishing's 2021 Beast Wars comic book, a total reimagining of the series that placed increased focus on the aliens as characters. The comic reinvented the VOK as alien scientists of unrevealed other-dimensional origin, a trio of whom, the curious Pakak, the aggressive Tonrar, and the rational Tikani, conducted experiments on an uncharted planet to increase the depths of their knowledge. When the Maximals and Predacons arrived on the planet, the intrigued Pakak convinced the others to incorporate them into their studies, which led to the VOK secretly tampering with several Maximal protoforms to create new robots loyal to them. Eventually though, the Transformers' presence proved too disruptive to the VOK's work, but before the aliens could activate their planet sterilizer and destroy them all, the bots joined forces to weaponize their spaceship's transwarp drive and used it to discorporate the VOK's energy, destroying them. All-seeing but unseen, all-knowing but unknowable, whether they hail from the distant future, the ancient past, or another plane of reality entirely, the VOK remain some of the most mysterious beings in the world of the Transformers. And those are the basics on the VOK. Which of their various origins intrigues you the most? Talk it out in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Transformers history and lore like this. Plus, if you support the show on Patreon, you can get early access to new episodes.